The magic with spas is imagine you're going to a grocery store and you have a family of 10 who buy milk, and they're buying 10 gallons of milk a week or something like that. They're going through like crazy. And then you have a single person coming into the grocery store and they buy 1 gallon of milk and it does them 10 days or something like that. You have two very different dynamics of what the customer is consuming, and they have two very different drivers for making their purchasing decision. For one, it's not an item they buy that frequently, so price is not important. For another, it's an item they consume so much of, so price is very essential. In a traditional model, both those people would pay the same price all the time, and so you're not satisfying either need. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. The person who buys a lot wants to pay less but can't. The person who buys a little is probably paying less than you could get them to pay. So what some companies have done is they've tried to manufacture artificial diversity in their product range to try and satisfy that. But if you have the capability with a spa to target pricing specifically for certain situations, you can protect your margins on the areas where price is not as important while still being competitive and getting the transactions where price is critical. So if you start and think about your customer base and say, what's important to my customers? Is it price? Is it service? Is it support? Is it relationship? Where price is not one or two in the list, where it's service, support, the capability and the line, you need to have SPAs for the other guys. So you want to make sure you're getting maximum revenue from those guys, but then you can be sharp on price where that customer dictates.
Last year, combined, there was around £2 million of claim back in that space. So very significant, and it's also funneled within a relatively few amount of customers. So when you start to analyse the customers' P&Ls, it's really quite a big part of their profitability. But also see the value potential that comes with it as well, especially if you are working as a tri-party between a supplier and a customer. It really can be the difference between making that customer work really well with you and building a really credible relationship with your supplier at the same time.
Spa sales can be very sticky because of the extra complexity of a spa. Oftentimes, once it's set up, it's more difficult to move that business. So we try to take advantage of every spa that a vendor is offering to us, both to provide that lower net price to the end user, as well as to create additional stickiness for that piece of business.